Hello. Check it out. I have been requested information about how, like, why it's lagging, right? So it's Visual Studio and why it's lagging. Ball on computer. So we're just like, I typed up a bunch of these things. Now it's not gonna lag for me, right? Let's see. CNN. Uh, oh, there it was a little bit lag there when I hit the thing. It seems like when I put the parentheses out, it's there. Do you see that brackets right there? Watch, I'll do brackets right there. Bump, tap, it take a while. Looks like it's blinking stuff up there too. Like, see? No, see, like, watch this. I should be able to put a parentheses, like, or the curly brackets. I'll do anything. So I'll put a curly bracket right here. Curly bracket, and I hit enter. Watch it. I'll do it real fast. You can hear the type lag. Okay. It does this on lots of stuff. It's not just these things. So watch this. Really fast tap like. So I'm gonna hit it. Then I'm gonna hit double curly bracket, enter. Watch. Oh, what the heck? Oh, I'm just gonna hit one curly bracket, enter. Right. That'll be fast. Okay. See, it wasn't instant, right? This is a text editor. The text editor shouldn't lag ever, like ever. And this does it on lots of stuff. Like I'll be typing like letters and stuff. Like this, it would be like lagging, right? I don't know what's doing it, right? So there's an example of what's going. I don't know how to debug it. I have IntelliSense off. Where's my Defender at? Windows Defender. I have Windows Defender exclusions. I don't even know if this is the right way of excluding things. But none of this shouldn't be necessary. For text editors, should not lag a computer since 1984. There's even the slowest of computers back then should not. It's like the most basic thing. A text editor is a text editor, right? Like, and my computer's ballin', right? You know, it's like a 12 core, 3 point something gigahertz overclocked beast, right? And this is a text editor. Like, there's like no situation where this should take more than like 1 nanosecond. Like, even 1 nanosecond is like excessively long for like, yeah. That's a millionth of a second. And you get like 3.2 billion instructions, right? So that's like no instructions at all. It's a text editor. Anyway, this was requested. I don't know why this was requested. Everybody has these issues with Visual Studio. Here, watch this. You just like I feel like sometimes they just like try and like pretend it doesn't. These things don't exist. Visual Studio type lag, right? It's not the only one with this. Like I say, Visual Studio randomly. This guy's two. This is a year, 11 months ago. Pretty sure this guy got a good computer. IntelliSense speed up until you have to do all this crazy stuff. I did some of that crazy stuff, typing too slow. And this is another one, 2019. Pretty sure these people aren't owning like computers from like 1983. Yeah, we wouldn't be able to run a Visual Studio with anything before, I don't know, like 2005 or something. Please give us feedback. I'm giving you feedback right now. This is why is it so laggy? I don't have extensions. How can I make it? It's like it's like so stupid. It's a text editor, dude. It's like all you need like the compile code is a text editor and a compiler. Boom. Like what my dream IDE is basically just like let me type in like something that's basically like Notepad, and then like hit a button to compile. Right. This all this wells and whistles, all this stuff, nonsense. Like there's no and no reality should be this. I type so fast. The thing holding me back is like the computer lagging, and so when it lags intermittently, it messes up my like my flow. As a user interface professional, the flow is like when you're typing and you're getting stuff done, and then something jumps in your way, like a frustration, like a forced alt tab, or like a pop up, or like like type lag. You're typing, boom, and it types like, and you didn't maybe you click and clacking at the right angles. I mean, at the right type, so it goes at the right speed, and then you're off. You're like your thing's off. You can get your code in the wrong situation. Like it doesn't affect a lot of people because a lot of people aren't extremely fast coders. Most people who code, the problem is they don't know how to code right. But when you know how to code right, they do software architecture. The limiting factoring is typing in your code, and it slows you down, man. Like this type lag is a complete pain. It messes you up hugely. Just problem is most people don't know how to code at all, so they don't notice that little bit of messing up that's going on with the type lag. But people who are extreme experts like myself, coded for like 150,000 hours with gaming and design, I do notice this. This is a major problem. Like this is a balling computer, right? And like we have this. Like look at this. Watch this. We'll do it again. This should take zero. You should not even be able to notice this. But watch this. We'll hit 2 key presses, and you'll see noticeable type lag right here. Dude, do you see that? Do you see how fast I look? Listen to my keyboard. You can hear my keyboard. It's designed to be listened to because it's like a clicky clacker. Like, right. Dude, that was 2 key presses. Do you hear that? You hear 2 key presses here? Listen, that's how fast I type. My computer's slow. It's not my computer. It's Visual Studio. Microsoft is doing bloatware. They don't know how to code their stuff. Like, besides this problem, forced alt tabbing. You'll be doing something, and someone will like alt tab you. Like League of Legends. Like, for example, we're here now. Like League of Legends will pop up in the middle of my face. Right? You know, double clicked it, and then I guess it's loading. It's nothing wrong with popping up right there. But when you start a game, it'll like force you into the thing. I'm just saying, forced alt tabbing is terrible. Cause like we'll say like a copy, like we transfer a file transfer. Let's see, let's copy something decent, that's decent size, so you can watch it. Let's see, what's good. What do I have on my desk to stop it? Oh, a song. Here we go. That's probably big enough. We want it long enough that it'll copy for a while, but like not long enough that it'll like. So we're gonna copy classical song over here, to paste, and we'll go here. Then we'll go. See like that, and then we'll paste another one, and oh, hold on. I'll have to do it really fast. Okay. So, I'm going to get Visual Studio. I'll make it big. And then we'll put a paste here. We'll be typing. Oh, and this pops up, right? Replace, skip, or compare. Hold on. Maybe I have to do like multiple files at once. Let's try this. I'm trying to get the same situation. Type. Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, so I copy this one over here. Okay, we copy this one. I'm just setting up a situation. So that'll like take a while. So we copy all this stuff here down to here. And now, look, I'll show you a situation where like forced alt tab is bad. I'm showing you a bunch of user interface problems with Windows. So this is one. So we'll be typing hello, I'm hitting some skip buttons, and then it didn't pop up. Oh, okay, we're still typing. Okay, let's see S. I'm just typing up the I'm waiting for it to pop up. Normally, sometimes it pops this right up what you're doing, but it didn't do it that time for other reason. Probably because it was like whatever. It does pop that up though, and then like it forcibly asks you to skip and stuff. Like the prompt that prompt that says skipped, overwrite and everything. That's also a hotkey. So you'll be typing and like you hit S, boom, it would skip it, right? Or hit O and overwrites. It's not desirable behavior. So in addition to these type lag things, you have forced alt tabbing. If a window is thinking, let's just make this one think. I'm gonna look at my desktop. Well, I can't. I'm clicking the desktop. Can't. You hear it? Just clicking. Can't do it. Oh, I guess I could, man. They ran. Whoa. Oh. Okay, like thinking, but when it's thinking, it can't do it. Alright, why is it running? It doesn't look like it's running at all. Is it maximize? There must be errors in the coding. What the heck? Why is my game not even running? That's even worse than anything. Ship compilation. Oh, it's loading. Okay, so it's thinking now. Look, I'm trying to minimize it. Can't do that. Windows are tightly coupled. I can't minimize desktop right now. So it was like a multiple series compile. So you see what I'm saying though? There's flaws in Windows. Like, you know, the forced alt tabbing is a flaw. They call it Windows focus, and it's like it's forced alt tab. See, they finally looked at my desktop. Now I'm not even near my computer. Wow, I'm like magically wireless interface. Psh, you know, it's like no, it's a Windows flaw. The frame is tightly coupled with the thing, like with the process, which is just silly. You know, what's going on right now? Like I can't even like right now. There's so much stuff going on right now. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I'm trying to alt tab to this. I can't. It's probably compiling or something. Don't mess with me. I'm compiling. Anyway, see it's there. It's not popping up. Anyway, so the window, what's inside a window should be decoupled from the actual window frame itself. You know, every other operating system does that. Linux, you want to minimize, open, close. It's still there. It's still displaying what's in there, but you can move the frame around because it's the frame and the process itself should be decoupled. So we have forced alt tab and decoupling, and obviously you can get rid of a lot of viruses if the first step you do is sandboxing. When you install something against UAC, user access control, you say, "Oh, I don't know if it's really trustable. I think it's trustable." And what you do is what the Windows should do is it should enter sandboxing mode, right? You this semi-trustable UAC program. I'm not sure if it's trustable or not. It will read the first read of any file of a certain file type will always read from your system, your actual real system, right? But when it writes that file, then it would be writing to a sandbox, right? And then when it reads, it would read from that sandbox separately, right? So, you know what I'm saying? It's like it wouldn't make it a thing in impervious virus. You can still have keyloggers. You can mitigate those. You can mitigate macros, etc., 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 etc. There's stuff you can mitigate, but the first step is to enter a virtual sandboxing mode, where UAC that's untrustable, loads off your system, writes to a sandbox, and then every time it reads, it comes to a sandbox. So that way, a downloadable program, in no shape, form, manner whatsoever, after you mitigate the other things, can write to your own system files. You get what I'm saying here? It's a pretty major thing. You're locking down the files. You're locking down your files. All right, see you guys. I just went on past the visuals. I feel like Microsoft is really screwing up, and I'm trying to hope they fix things. What's going on? Steamworks not initialized. Oh, no connection. Oh, you know what? It's local. I'm not running my server. Okay, that's fine. So, we got 4 things here. The type lag. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I type really, really fast. I'm a professional gamer. I have like super reflexes still in my 40s. But listen to this. Listen to this. I'm gonna do 2 key clicks here. See if you can tell. And then it takes that long. Okay, that's the type lag, right? And then obviously forced alt tabbing. Get that out of there. You see how there's like notifications that pop up here, little notifications that pop up here. That should be like this program wants your alt tab here. You're like, okay, I clicked it, right? So get rid of forced alt tabbing, decouple the windows. Decoupling the windows will take a couple thousand hours. There's a couple ways to mitigate that properly without hosing backwards compatibility. And then obviously like sandbox your programs, man. So I can make Windows so impervious to viruses, it's ridiculous. At this point, I just think they might want to have viruses so like governments get backdoors and shit. But I don't know. That's just speculation. Like, I mean, they could have fixed viruses a while ago. They just haven't. All right. Catch you later, guys. Love's the way, man.